Uh, Hi everyone. So this is the second video about the circulatory system. So in this previous video we have discussed on the what is circulation and what are the types of circulatory systems are there, and the structure of heart, mainly structure of heart we have discussed on that, how many chambers are present and how many that is arteries and veins, how many walls are present in the heart, and what is the importance of the veins and hearts we are discussed on that. In this video, in the circulatory system, we are going to discuss on the function of the heart structure. So in the previous we had discussed that is about that is structure, but in this video we are going to discuss on the about the function of the heart. So actually this is a structure of heart. So this is a actually structure of heart. So what is atrium, right atrium and left atrium, and right ventricular and left ventricle, and in the structure what is tricapsid and bicapsid means mitral, and what is Thebaceous and what is Eustachian walls, and also same where the deoxygenated means where the deoxygenated blood is collected and where the oxygenated blood is collected, and so now going to discuss about the function of the heart. Actually here that is inferior vena cava and superior vena cava are collected the blood from the that is different type of organisms. That blood has a deoxygenated blood that we are called as a deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood are transferred into that is main right atrium, and at the same time the superior vena cava is collected the deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. So the deoxygenated blood is that is collected into right atrium. That right atrium is going to that is filled with that is deoxygenated blood. At the same time the left atrium is collected oxygenated blood from the pulmonary vein, not here that we are called as a pulmonary vein. The pulmonary vein only is that it is collected oxygenated blood, but inferior vena cava and superior vena cava is collected that is deoxygenated blood. Now the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood is transferred into at the same time into the right atrium and left atrium. So in the left atrium oxygen and right atrium deoxygenated blood. So when the right atrium is going to fill with the blood, and at the same left atrium also, here we are observe that is mainly one node is present that we are called as a SA node, that we are called sino-auricle node, which is nearly present at the that is Eustachian and Thebaceous walls, right? So which are opened by the inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. So near this means in the wall of the right atrium the SA node is present. This SA node is activated by that is the nervous system of the brain. So actually so this is so this is easily understand this diagram for the function of the heart. So when the blood is filled with oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, this SA node that we are called SA node is activated by the brain nerve system. So mainly there are two nerves are effect on the function of heart structure. So in the heart structure, actually how the heart is functioned means there are two mechanisms are there. One we are called as a contraction, and the second one we are called as a relaxation. So contraction means the heart will be going to be that is come into as a small size, and relaxation means the heart is come as a their own size. So contractile and relaxation. So contractile is very important in the heart, and at the same time the relaxation is also very important in the heart. So when the deoxygenated blood filled in the right atrium, the SA node is activated by the brain nerve systems for the contractile of atriums. Now the heart is in the relaxation position, but now when the deoxygenated and oxygenated blood is filled in the atriums, then it going to be contractile. So that contractile is that is activated by some signals from the brains. That signals are produced by the brain nerves that we are called vagus nerve. That 10th nerve is present in the brain. That 10th nerve is produced from the medulla oblongata of the brain. That 10th nerve act as a that is inhibitory of the that is heart function. So means it is inhibit. Inhibit means the heart function will be stopped by the 10th vagus nerve. Why? Because actually here the 10th vagus nerve is release the one substance that we are called acetylcholine, that we are called as a acetylcholine. So this acetylcholine is that is inhibit the function of the that is inhibit the activation of the SA node. So means it is not accelerate the action of the SA node. At the same time another nerve is there that we are called axillary nerve, or we are also called as a that is systematic nerve. That axillary nerve release one axillary nerve release that is substance that we are called as a sympathin. So this sympathin is very important for the accelerate the SA node. So this is SA node. So this SA node is activated by the sympathin, which is released by the axillary nerve from the that is medulla oblongata. So means the accelerator action is present in the that is medulla oblongata, and at the same time the inhibitory action is also present in the medulla oblongata. So the vagus nerve is inhibit the activation of or regulation of heart, and the axillary nerve that is accelerate the heart regulation. So the sympathin, now the sympathin is released, and the right atrium is filled with deoxygenated blood. At the same time oxygenated blood is present in the left atrium. So this sympathin is activated this SA node. When the SA node is activated, some signals are produced from the SA node. Actually SA node is actually this heart. So actually what is myogenic means? Actually hearts are two types. One is myogenic and one is neurogenic heart. So here myogenic heart, why we are called means this heart wall is filled, that is made by the total that is myonemes, means muscles. That muscles we are called as a that is cardiac muscles. In this cardiac muscles SA node is present. This SA node is only gain the signals only. The function is produced by the SA node only. Means the nervous system is not that is function the heart structure. It's only give the signals to the SA node. Then the SA node is a bundle of myofibers. That SA node is activated by this sympathin, and inactivated means the inhibited by acetylcholine, which is released from the vagus nerve. So now this time the SA node is activated. This SA node that is produce the signals to the another node. That node we are called as a that is AV node, that we are called as a AV node. The signals are transferred to SA node to AV node, right? SA node to AV node. So from here to here the signals are now transferred. So these signals produced from the SA node by the myofibrils to the AV node, and the AV node is contain this signal. This gain these signals, and it's transfer the signals to the bundle of His, which is as a highly myonated structure, and this bundle of His produced. So this is bundle of His, this is AV node, and this is SA node. So now the signal is transferred to AV node, SA node to AV node, and AV node that is produce the signals to bundle of His, and that bundle of His produce the signals to Purkinje fibers. So this is the Purkinje fibers. Now the hot is going to contractile, means it come into the size will be going to decrease. So not a completely decrease, it going to the size will become into the shape will become into small in size. So means in the atrium by the SA node, the right atrium and left atrium will be going to contractile. So this contractile is present with a 0.1%, seconds. The contractile is present in the time that we are called 0.1 seconds. They are going to contractile. Here this and this contractile is present. When the right atrium and left atrium is contractile, so means their size going to decrease. Then the blood is flow into the right and left ventricles. Now the blood is flow into the right and left ventricles. So they by the that is tricapsid walls and by the mitral walls. So through the mitral walls and bicapsal walls, means this here the walls are present. Here the walls are open now. When the blood is transferred, these walls are opened. Tricapsid walls and bicapsid walls are open. So this tricapsid and bicapsid walls, suppose this is the tricapsid and bicapsid walls open, the deoxygenated blood is transferred into that is in this right ventricle, and again the deoxygenated blood that is transferred into left ventricle. Now the ventricles are going to filled with deoxygenated and oxygenated blood from the that is flow of the auricles contractile. So auricle contracts take as a 0.1 second for the contractile. And now the ventricles are filled with blood volume or blood. Then they are also going to contractile. So why? Because they gain the blood from the auricles through the tricapsid and by mitral walls. Then the ventricle also gain that blood. When the ventricles also gain that blood, the ventricles now ready to going to contractile. So that takes time, that is 0.4 seconds. Right? The contract that is auricles are going to take as a 0.1 second, but the ventricles also going to contractile after they filled with blood. That takes 0.4 second. Now the contractiles are ventricles are going to contractile. Now the ventricles means their shape going to decrease. So going to small in size. So then when the shape is going to small in size, the tricapsid and bicapsid means the mitral walls are closed. They are closed. the way of the auricle and between the auricle and ventricles. So here the walls are closed here, and here also the mitral wall is closed the way between the auricles and ventricles. Then some sound is produced. That sound we are called as a lub. So when the ventricles are contractile, the tricapsid and mitral wall is going to close the way of between the auricles and ventricles by this some sound that we are called lub. So lub sound is produced. Yeah, we are hearing that lub. And when the ventricles are contractile, the pressure will be going on the blood. That blood is going to escape from the ventricles. That blood is enter into two main that is aorta, that's we call arterial, main arterial, that we are called pulmonary aorta, and that is second one we are called main aorta, right? So this is pulmonary aorta. This pulmonary aorta gain the blood through the semilunar walls. Here the semilunar walls are present. Semilunar walls, and at the same time the oxygenated blood which is transferred from the left auricle, then this is also enter into the main aorta. That aorta is gain this oxygenated blood. Same time the oxygenated blood also same time enter into the main aorta by the walls. Here also semilunar walls are there. Semilunar walls. So means the pulmonary aorta and semilunar aorta contain main aorta contains semilunar walls. These walls open for the gain the blood from the ventricles, right? When the open is there, the blood flow into the again into the main aorta and pulmonary aorta. So that main aorta and pulmonary after gain the total blood from the contractile of ventricles, the semilunar walls are closed this main aorta and pulmonary aorta. Closed. Here it is closed and here it is closed with the help of that means the flow is stopped from the ventricles, and that flow is not reversely flow into the ventricles. Again it's not reversely flow into the ventricles by the stop, that is semilunar walls. At that time the sound is produced. That sound has a dub, right? The dub sound is produced. So means when the auricles are transferred into the ventricles, the tricapsid and mitral walls are closed. When the ventricles are transferred into the that is blood into the main aorta and pulmonary aorta, that sound is called as a lub. When the total blood flow into the main aorta and pulmonary aorta, the semilunar walls also close the doors to reversely flow of the blood, then the produced dub. So this is the lub and dub is produced in the main aorta and that is pulmonary aorta of the semilunars. So in our heartbeat, the lub and dub is that sound is produced by walls, produced by tricapsid and mitral wall, and the dub is produced by the sound of the dub is produced by semilunar walls which are present in the main aorta and pulmonary aorta, right? So this, when the blood is flow into the main and pulmonary aorta, then the contractile and at the same time auricles are going to relax, right? So just now we are discussed on that 0.1 second contractile is present in the that is auricles, and 0.4 seconds contractile is present in the ventricle, right? But the relaxation is also very important for the again gain the blood and again transfer the blood into the that is main and pulmonary aorta. So for that means the ventricle also, now the ventricle is present like come like this, so means their size is decreased and again their size is relaxed, now this shape. So and at the same time the auricles also relaxed, the right and left auricle also relaxed. So this time this process takes 0.4 second again. This process takes 0.4 second. So total the contractile and relaxation of the heart takes time that is 0.8 seconds. So in the 0.8 seconds the heart is contractile and relaxation. The contractile and relaxation 0.8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. In the 0.8 seconds 0.1 and 0.4 we are called as a contractile. Yes or no? 0.1 is auricle contractile, and 0.4 is that is 0.4 is ventricle contractile. So this we are called systolic pressure. This we are called systolic or systolic. That we are called as a systolic. Or systole. So this is we are called systole. And the relaxation is take 0.4 second, that we are called diastole. Systole and diastole. So means function of the heart we are called as a systole and diastole. Right? So that is we are called as a heartbeat. The systolic and diastolic we are called as a heartbeat. One heartbeat is completed in 0.8 seconds. 0.8 seconds is equal to heartbeat. That is equal to systole by systole by diastole. Systole by diastole. So means heartbeat is equal to systole by diastole. Means systole is 0.5 seconds present in the heart, and 0.4 seconds are present in so total 0.8. Right? So total 0.8 means the ventricles that is ventricles contractile is take only 0.3. Sorry, 0.3 is present in the ventricles that is contractile is 0.3, not 0.4, it is 0.3. So total 0.4 is systole and 0.4 is diastole. So just now we discussed on 0.4 about the contractile of ventricles, not 0.4, it is take 0.3. So total is 0.8, right? So total is 0.8. So this is systole and this is diastole. The heartbeat we are called as a heartbeat. So please correction that that is contractile takes time as a that is 0.3 only, not 0.4. It is my mistake. It is 0.3. So total 0.8 is per heartbeat per second. That is contractile and relaxation. So this is called as a heartbeat, right? This is called as actually in 1 minute. Sorry, in the 1 minute, our heart is beaten as a 72 per minute. 72 times per minute. So means 0.8 seconds for the one hot function is there. 0.8 into 60, right, means in the 60 seconds, sorry, in the that is 60 seconds, how many is there, how many that is hot beats are present. So in 60 seconds means in 1 minute 72 times hot is beating for 1 minute. So in our life there is a continuously systolic and continuously diastolic pressure, that is not pressure, that systolic and diastolic contractile and relaxations are present in our heart. So this is very important. So the systolic and diastolic contractile and relaxation, that is 0.1 second, 0.1 second. Once again, I discussed on that. 0.1 second for that is auricle contraction, and 0.3 second ventricle contraction, and 0.4 second that is auricle and ventricle relaxation. So total 0.8 seconds. So this is equal to systolic and diastolic contractile and relaxations. Yes or no? So contractile is stand for systolic, and relaxation is stand for diastolic. So in every day means in every minute our heart is beaten at 72 per minute, 72 times per minute. In our life 2.5 billions of the heartbeat is present at our lifetime. In our life, heart is systole and diastole is present as a 2.5 times, right? This is about the heart function actually. In the heart function, that is based on the produce the signals from the SCA node, Actually, if the SCA node is gain the signals from nerve of the accelerator, which is produced from the medulla oblongata nerve, accelerator nerve release the sympathin and activate the SCA node. Once it activate the SCA node, that SCA node is activate the heart for 72 times, means our heart once our SCA node is activated, our heart contractile and relaxation means heartbeat as a 72 times it that is times of the heartbeat is present. Yes or no? Means once SCA node is activated, that activate the heartbeat as a 72 times per minute. So based on this activation, the heart is two types that we are called myogenic heart and neurogenic heart. Myogenic heart means the vertebrate, suppose our heart depend on the function of SCA node with the help of activation of sympathin, and it is also one acetylcholine also there, that is acetylcholine also inhibit our heart regulation. Yes or no? So that is sympathin is activate our SCA node, and that SCA node function that is heartbeat as a 72 times per minute. But in some invertebrates, mainly in crustaceans or in invertebrates, the heart is not as a myogenic heart, because it is depend directly on neurons. The heartbeat is present, and the heartbeat is functioned by the neurons only. Means here the SCA node is activated, but in the neurogenic hearts the SCA node is not there. The directly neurons and the heart walls are that is means heart structure near the neurons and heart structure, the synapses is present or synapses is present. In the synapses, the neuron is released the substrates, neuron is released the substrate to activate the heartbeat. Every time neuron release the substrate for one heartbeat, that is number of substrates are released and number of times the that is heartbeat is present. But in the myogenic heart, once the sympathy is present, 72 times the SA node is complete the heartbeat. But here the every time substrate released from the neurons to activate the hearts. So this type of hearts are depend on neurons only. So that's why this type of neurons we are called, heart we are called as a neurogenic heart. That we are called as a neurogenic heart, right? So this is very important. That is myogenic and neurogenic. Neurogenic is depend on neuron secretions, but myogenic not depend on neurosecretions. It is only activated by some substance. There selfly the heart is SA node. SA node is produced signals as a 72 times when it is activated. That's why the SA node we are called as a pacemaker of the heart. That's why we are called as a pacemaker of the heart. So pacemaker, that we are called pacemaker that we are called as a pacemaker of the heart. Called as a that is called as a pacemaker. This SA node we are called as a pacemaker because it is continuously produce the signals to the AV node and hence that is bundle of His and Purkinje fibers and AV nodes. So then the heartbeat is present. When the heartbeats are going on, the blood is transferred from the auricles to ventricles, ventricles to pulmonary lungs from the right side, and in the left side the oxygenated blood transferred to auricles to ventricle, and again it is transferred to that is main aorta, right? So pulmonary aorta and main aorta is going between the, actually suppose these are the organs, so this is the organs. These organs transfer deoxygenated blood through this, and this is going transferred to lungs. So this is called between the organs and between the lungs. This we are called pulmonary circulation, right? So deoxygenated blood is transferred to lungs from the organs, and at the same time oxygenated blood from lungs to right auricle, left auricle to left ventricle to main aorta to body structures and organs. So this is called that is this we are called as a systematic circulation, right? This is called systematic circulation, and this is called pulmonary circulation. So this means one deoxygenated blood transferred to heart to lungs from the one side. Yes or no? The half of the heart transfer the deoxygenated blood, and again half of the heart transfer the oxygenated blood. So this is called, one heart is transferred two types of that is blood. That's why we are called as a double circulation. The pulmonary circulation is present from the heart to organs to lungs, and the systematic circulation also present to the lungs to heart to organs. So this is called as a double circulation. This is called as a double circulation. The double circulation is the heart is present in our body in the all vertebrates, and some functions also there in the heart. What we are called, when the actually heartbeat is 72 times per minute, but in sometimes it is decreased below 72, means below 60, and it is also increased above 100. The heartbeat is increased above 100 per minute and below 60 per minute. So this is called if that is heartbeat is going to slow, the heartbeat is very slow for 60 below 60 per minute, that we are called bradycardia. Brady means slow, cardia means that is a heartbeat, bradycardia. right? That we are called as a bradycardia. If the heartbeat is increased from the 72 per minute to 100 above 100, not 100 to nearly it is normal, but above 100, that we are called as a tachycardia. So there are the two functions are there. One is bradycardia, which is the that is heartbeat is very low, and when the heartbeat is very high above the 100, that we are called as a tachycardia. When it is happened in the means some in the heart structure, many that is any that is differentiations are present in their structures, or any that is lost structures are present in the ventricles and in the auricles that affect on the heartbeat, and also that is thyroxine. Thyroxine also is effective for the bradycardia and normally in tachycardia. That tachycardia means the high rate of the heartbeat is present at the exercise time, running time, and we are highly doing works, means highly that is continuously doing works. In that time our heartbeat is increased, that we are called tachycardia. Maybe tachycardia is cured by some medicines, but bradycardia means the slow heartbeat is not cured by the medicines or treatment, but it is depend on the pacemaker, that we are called SA node. Maybe SA node is any defect is present in the SA node that cause to bradycardia. That is change the pacemaker. The pacemaker will be can change that bradycardia will be cured. Means that the heartbeat is increased. So the tachycardia means the highly heartbeat is present. So maybe in the fever season, and maybe in the exercise, and maybe in the running type, and maybe in the hardly working. In that time our maybe in some time ventricles and auricles getting that is defeats in their structures, right? Some this tachycardia also present by the that is highly beated by auricles, sometimes highly that is beated by ventricles. So they are not depend on SA and AV nodes and Purkinje fibers. Their selfly contractile and relaxations are present in highly in the ventricles or in the auricles, that cause to tachycardia. So this is about the that is heart circulation and heart functions and types of heartbeat, and that is the main importance of the SA node and AV node, and what is pulmonary circulation, and what is systematic circulation, and what is double circulation, what is bradycardia and what is tachycardia, and what is pacemaker, and what is types of heart function, means myogenic heart and neurogenic hearts. What are the hearts are there? Myogenic and neurogenic hearts. Myogenic hearts are not depend on totally on the that is neuron secretions, means they are activated by neuron substance, but in the neurogenic hearts the continuously neurons are released the substance to activate to function the heart, that we are called neurogenic hearts. So this is about the that is heart beat and heart functions and blood flow into the that is main aorta of the that is heart function. Thank you.